In today's tutorial, we're learning how to make this cool on and off effect in Canva in just a few minutes. And it's a really nice way to show, for example, a coffee break. And we're starting from a blank canvas. Now first we want to change the background. So click the background, go to the color wheel, choose add new color. And we're going to drag it down slightly so we get a slight gray tint of background. So I'm going for E1, E1, E1 color code. Next, we want to go to the Elements tab and here look for coffee, cup, and let's try beans. So we have something with beans. Go to Photos and see all. And here we have a selection of coffee cups that we can choose from. Ideally, we want one where we can see the coffee cup from the top. So I think these three will be perfect. For our example, I'm going to use the one with the coffee beans in it. So I'm going to drag the crop mark from the right just until the handle of the cup. This way I have a cup separated from the design with no background. I'm going to put this to the side and now we're going to look for a shape. So let's go to shapes and here type in shape. This will give us an option of shapes or a list of shapes. Click on the rounded rectangle one and increase it in size. Let's change the color to something white, maybe slightly off-white, a few ticks so it's lighter than the background. Right, like this. I think this looks quite good. I'm going to place it in the center of the slide and then scale it down just a little bit. Now this just looks like a regular shape on the background, so I want to create some depth in it. That's why I go for the Elements tab again and type in Inner Shadow. And this gives us some options. And now if we scroll down, we can see this half rounded rectangle. It's not ideal, but let's use it. I would wish that Canva has this inner shadow effect, but currently it doesn't. So I'm going to scale it down until it meets the size of, or at least the curve of that part. But now we can see this part here on the right looks a bit weird. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop this right like this and then create a copy. So Control C, Control V and go to flip and flip vertically. And then we can match it on the other side. And now let's also match that crop mark. There we go. This way we have a inner shadow that we've created and this gives some extra depth to the slide. I'm going to group those parts together so they act as one shape. Now I'm going to place the coffee cup on top, so Ctrl X, Ctrl V to bring it to the front, and then scale it down and position it so it's a bit larger than the cutout that we have created. I'm going to rotate it to, let's say, around -30 degrees, and then position it on the left side of that slider. Now let's add some text elements. Go to Text, Title, and here we want to type on, increase it in size, and place it to the left. Maybe for the font, let's use something dark but not black. I think a dark gray will look good. And then we copy the word, hold Option Shift or Control Shift and drag. And here we type off. Now what we want to do is we want to duplicate the slide. So go to Show Pages and duplicate the slide here. Or you can use, if you don't have that, you can always duplicate like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the coffee cup, place it on top and rotate it to 30 degrees. So we have one angled at -30 and the other one is at 30 degrees. I'm going to position it on top of the cup. Now the reason that we have copied this in not just turned it is because you can see if we rotate it, the cup will start shifting and moving. That's because it's not a perfect square. So that's why I copied it, duplicate and position the cup perfectly so only the handle moves and that looks a bit smoother. And now Ctrl X to cut it, remove the other one, and then Ctrl V to paste it down again. Slide it to the right side. And now if we open this Show Pages tab, we see that one design element is to the top and the second page, the cup is turned to the downside, so it's off. Now as a little element, the on side, if it's on, we will turn the transparency to, let's say, 25 on the off word, and we'll do the opposite on the other element. So transparency 25. This way we indicate that it is turned on. Let's select both sides, hold Shift while selecting, and Ctrl D to create some duplicates. Now go to Add Transition and match and move. Increase the duration to about 1.7 seconds and apply between all pages. And now let's preview what we have. And this is how you can create this really cool on and off effect in Canva in an animation in just a few minutes. And I think it's a really nice way to, for example, show a coffee break in a presentation. Thanks a lot for watching. And if you want to learn more about Canva, make sure to drop a follow and watch the video on the screen right now.